Welcome to my podcast. My name is William Stewart, MS Ambassador for the MS Society. This is a safe place that gives people that have MS an opportunity to tell their stories to people that don't know. Before we get into our episode, can you please hit subscribe and like button so you can see all of our episodes as we put them out, please, on our podcast. This podcast is located on all platforms. It's on Spotify, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, everywhere. Today we're talking to Rachel. Rachel also has MS. Can you please introduce yourself and tell everyone where you're from, please?
Yes, my name is Rachel Syndico, and I live in Pennsylvania.
You live in
And I've had
Pennsylvania.
MS for 37 plus years.
37 plus years.
37.
So how do you manage? How do you manage those 37 plus years? I know it's different stages. I know, it's different, it's different levels to it. I know. But how do
Right.
you manage? How do you manage?
Well, I found out that I had MS when I was 17 years old after getting kicked in the head with a soccer ball. So I was still young, and you're invincible. I didn't have, as far as I was concerned, I didn't have MS. It didn't happen. I didn't get officially diagnosed with MS until 2001. In 1989, I was diagnosed with transverse myelitis because I was too young. The doctor said I was too young to be diagnosed with MS, and the medication was on a lottery system. So, with the medication being on a lottery system, chances are I wouldn't get the medication. And then, if I was diagnosed with MS, when I had to go out on my own and get my own insurance, I would not be covered. Nobody would
Wow.
take you. So,
Wow. That is
it
wild.
worked out.
Yeah.
It worked
Thank
out for
you.
me. And I would just they would give me IV steroids when I'd have like a flare up.
Yeah. Yeah. Steroids make you gain weight and everything.
Oh, they never made me gain weight.
Oh, good. Good.
Oh,
Good.
yeah, I never wanted to eat, and I always wanted to sleep when I'm on steroids.
Okay. Okay. Because that's about to take me to my next question. Because it probably didn't affect you because you're active. My question was, did you play any sports when you were younger?
Yes, I played a lot of sports. I played soccer, which was, I think, the gateway that opened up my MS because I was goalie and I got kicked in the head during a game. And that 2 weeks later, that's when I was in the hospital for 5 days. I got an MRI done, which was something because in 1989 they didn't know what MRIs did, so they rolled you out into a trailer. And then I had to have a lumbar puncture, and I was on 5 days IV steroid treatments. And that's when they had said, you probably have MS. You do have MS because I had UBOs. That's what they used to call the plaques in your brain. They called them unidentified bright objects. And they said, okay, you have UBOs, and your lumbar puncture shows that you have MS.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but
Wow.
I played all sports, and I even went to college after I was diagnosed and played soccer at college.
Really?
Yes.
So you saying you got a scholarship?
I didn't get a scholarship, but I went and got recruited onto the team. Girls soccer, you never got scholarships then.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
don't know that I was deserving of one anyway.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Let me ask you this. What would you tell the young Rachel things to look out for with multiple sclerosis as you know now? What would you tell the young Rachel?
I don't think I would have made any changes only because I was young, and when you're young, you're invincible. And I wouldn't want to scare myself, so I just kept marching forward. Now, when I had to, like if I noticed my legs were weakening and stuff like that, I would take the time and just lay low, kick my legs up. And then when I would get to see my neurologist, he would give me a couple of days of IV steroid treatments, and then it vanished. But I wasn't going to just lay down for this. I was too young, and I think I was fortunate that I was young.
Yeah. 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 That right there was a hidden blessing in disguise.
Yes,
Yeah. When is your birthday?
March 7th, 1972.
Okay.
7th.
Okay. Is that that's Pisces?
Yes.
You're a Pisces. Okay. Okay. How do you deal with adversities that come with having multiple sclerosis? Because mine would be I would say tired, being tired. But how do you deal with adversities like that? Or let me see. Yeah, we're just always being tired because I know that's like a huge one that's across the board per se. I mean, I think we all get tired real fast. basically.
I do get tired, not in the sense that I want to sleep, because naps don't do me any favors. So I stay awake, but the tiredness comes with walking and my legs and stuff like that. And I
Yeah.
do a lot of sitting down or, when we're out and about. Fortunately, I have a great support system. So when we're out and about, if I get tired, I always have an arm to hang on to. If, they'll ask me, do you want to sit down? And when you start out the day, when you get tired, you can sit and then you can go on a bit longer. But
Yeah. Yeah.
as the day wears on, when you sit down and you get back up, your energy just keeps going lower and lower and lower. And pretty soon you're like, okay, I just can't do this anymore.
Don't I know? Don't I know?
So then you just ask for a transporter and you sit in it and you let somebody push you.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Okay, okay. You spoke about your support. Who supports you? How do you what do you have for support or family?
I have my husband, so I'm out with him all the time. So he always gives me a arm to hold on to. And when I'm with my boys, they will always offer up their hand. Their girlfriends and wife will offer up their arm. My dad, my sister, my
You got a
friends.
you got a crew.
I do. And even my friends know, give me their right arm because I need my left arm to hold on to them.
And you know what? Sometimes that's all it takes is a arm. Just your arm.
That's all it takes.
That's
Yep.
all it takes. Wow.
Yes.
Wow. What are your most common symptoms with multiple sclerosis that you have right now?
My most common is my legs. I get foot drop, and my left leg will just decide it's done walking, and it would rather see me on the ground than moving forward.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, okay. You spoke about your eye problems. Do you have eye problems now or no more?
I do. So that was another thing. In 2011, I went to my neurologist and I said, I was on Copaxone at the time, and I said, I really would like to get on one of those oral medications. And he had said, okay, there's Gilenya. So that sent me into to see an ophthalmologist, and I was in there and they're looking at my eye, and they went and got another ophthalmologist, and I was like, oh, you guys, that's probably optic neuritis. I have optic neuritis. It's not a big deal. That's what you're seeing. And they're like, well, I don't know. So they sent me to a retina specialist, and in there I started hearing tumor, and they were doing I was there for 8 hours as they ran all kind of tests, and I said, this is not good. And I was by myself. So everything is going through my head. I'm like, oh no. Turned out they ended up sending me up to Wills Hospital in Philadelphia, and I had ocular melanoma. Had it not been for MS, I could be dead because ocular melanoma is a very aggressive cancer.
Thank God. Wow.
Yes, thank goodness for MS, right?
Yeah, yeah, seriously. Yeah, wow. What type of MS do you have?
Well, they still have me as relapse remitting, but I'm pretty sure that I'm onto the, a secondary progressive. Yeah, because there's no relapsing anymore. It's just, I've just never talked to about my neurologist because what difference is it going to make?
Right, right. That's what I have, second progressive. That's what I have. Wow.
And does
What?
it make any difference to you if it's
No,
RRMS or it doesn't
no,
matter, right?
no, it doesn't at
Yeah.
all.
We have MS, but
Yeah, yep, that's it. What medications are you on right now?
I'm on Ocrevus.
Ocrevus, like me.
Yes, yes. So every 6 months I go in. I wish it was every 5 months because I get into that crap gap where all of a sudden I notice my legs really don't feel good. It's a difference between when you're not walking well, but when they don't feel good. That's the difference. And then cog fog, it gets a lot worse. All of a sudden I can't think of things. And I know that's a normal thing, but I really can't think of things.
Yep, I got it. I got it too. That is wow. That is so ironic. The reason why I say that is because when I went to the doctor today, doctor said that I'm overdue for my Ocrevus infusion. I
Mhm.
said I'm overdue. I mean, I thought that because as far as I knew, I thought everything was just all set. I mean, the scheduler make it when I'm at the previous one, they make it for the next one. I mean, I thought it was already set in stone and everything. I never had to come and make an appointment for an infusion. So I was just like, wow. So So it's funny that you're saying everything that you're saying right now, that you be tired and you kind of have a brain fog a little more, because that as of late I have been experiencing that, and it's probably because I'm overdue for my infusion.
Yes,
Wow.
it's amazing. I often read that people say, well, Ocrevus, they don't know if it's working for them, even though their MRI shows that they have new lesions. They just don't, they don't find themselves walking better. And I'm thinking to myself, well, the number one goal is to get no new lesions. And then maybe start physical therapy. That will help as much as, I don't like to take an hour out of my day to go and have people watch me stumbling around, but it does make my legs feel better.
Yep. 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 It's a wild journey.
It is.
It is a wild journey, and we never know what tomorrow may bring. No, we never know what later on today may bring.
We don't know if we don't stand up that our foot is going to say, oh no, 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 not today.
But you know what I've learned? I have learned to listen to my body. If I'm tired, I mean, just sit down, like you just said, sit down and just rest. Just
Right.
relax, just rest. Is not going nowhere. Whatever you're trying to rush to or something, it's not going anywhere. Do you participate in any physical therapy or exercises yourself?
I do exercises myself. I have a vibration plate. Even though I don't know that that's considered an exercise, it does help with neuropathy, my
Yeah.
neuropathy on my feet.
Okay.
And I also have a, what is it called? See, now I'm having brain fog. It's my core.
Your middle, your
It's
stomach.
it's a
Ab roller.
well, it's an ab workout, and it's for your legs and your arms, and you can do all kinds of exercise laying down, which is the bonus. Yeah, because
Down
you don't have to stand up and um,
in the bed. You can do it in the bed.
you well no because it's not a machine, but I wish I could think of the name of it.
That's okay. It's okay.
And it's something like Abcor or some kind of plus little machine that it has these arms that go up and down three different settings. So if you're doing your abdominals or if you're doing your leg exercises or even your arm exercises, you just go up and down with them.
Sounds like it do a lot.
It does a lot. It does a lot. And I love it. So, and I also do physical therapy. I do it like once a year, I'll go in for like 12 weeks. And then I end up buying all the things that they use there and they sit in a closet.
In the closet. I was afraid you was gonna say that.
Yeah, because I like my other, my vibration plate, my other exercise stuff.
Hmm. Hmm. I got it. How does MS affect your work life?
I'm a stay-at-home, I'm a housewife, so yeah. However, I did write a book, so that gave me a lot to do.
Let's talk about your book. What's the name of your book?
The name of the book is From a Kick in the Head to a Kick in the Ass: My Involuntary Journey with Multiple Sclerosis and Ocular Melanoma.
Now tell me exactly. I mean, who is that? Who is that book for?
I wrote it specifically for my husband and two adult children, just to get them, because they've lived with me their entire lives when I've had MS, and they've seen me get ocular melanoma. And I would try to hide everything. They would see that the nurses come in and give me my infusions and stuff, and I would say, it's not a big deal. Mommy's just not feeling well. Or when my legs would stop walking, I'd say, oh, I must have hit it on something. I over exercised. I don't know. But later on, they knew what was going on with me. They knew I had MS. They knew I had cancer,
Yeah.
and they became very supportive. But the eye patch and the cane is for my ocular melanoma. And then the orange bow tie and the cane is for my MS. Because with the cane, because I'm kind of blind in one eye, it helps so to navigate. Because that's the bad part of having MS and ocular melanoma is
Yeah.
that they both mess with my balance.
Right. Right.
So which one is it? Is it the MS or is it my eye? I don't
Right.
know.
Take your pick. Right. I was just about to ask you about your balance and your mobility. Do you use anything like a AFO or anything to help you with your balance and your?
Well, just besides the arms that I use with people when I'm moving around, if I'm by myself, I try to use the cane, but the cane is actually, it's worse because it's not a balance tool. It really isn't. When you have two sides that don't want to cooperate, how can that one little stick help? And I do have a rollator and a transporter, and I will use that if we're going to do a lot of walking, because I can first start pushing the rollator, and then if my legs give out, I can sit in it. Great. That's perfect. And then around the house, I have perfectly placed furniture.
Not too far away.
Not too far away, that's right. And so I can just hang on to the furniture, and then I have walls, but I hate handprints on walls. So if I have a long sleeve shirt on, I'll put it over. So I just put my arms up.
I got you. I know all the tricks. I know them all. I know them all.
Yeah.
How let me see. Let me see. What are some strategies that you use to manage stress related wait, let me see. What are some strategies that you use to manage stress related to your condition?
Well, as we know, there is no way you can get rid of stress. That's just, as much as we say, I'm not going to stress out about that. Are you really saying that, or are you hoping that, but does that really help? No.
Or
No.
that
Yeah, so you just have to try to sit down and not think about things. But again, good luck with that.
Yep. Yep. Good
So
luck
then
with
I just have to pull my big girl pants up and just say, it's going to be what it's going to be.
yeah. Yeah.
Especially if I'm having people over and I am a big neat freak and I'm like, oh, I have to clean that. And then I'll see something on the floor and I'll just have to say, I'm the only one that probably is going to see that. And as soon as people walk into my house, they're bringing stuff from the outside in. Just relax. Yeah.
Yep. 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 So you're a neat freak also.
Yes.
Yeah, I got it. I am too. I am too. I think that wraps up our episode. This episode. Finally, do you have a email address where someone can comment on this email on this episode, please? That
I
you want
sure
to share?
do. It's R for my first name, Rachel. S is in Sam. I. N is in Nancy. D is in David. A. C is in Charlie. O. 13 at gmail.com.
Gmail
Yep. So it's R Syndico.
rsindico13 at gmail.com. Thank you. Thank you for your time. Thank you. I really appreciate your time, Rachel. And thank you for because we had to hook back up and do this again. And I hope there's no echo in our voices. I hope there's no echo.
I hope not either.
Yeah. So thank you for your time, Rachel. I really appreciate it. And you have a great day. And tell your husband I said howdy.
I will. And you have a great day.
Okay. Thank you. You take care, Rachel.
You too.
Bye.